Okay, power over darkness. The Lord said that He is the light. And that when He goes away, that we become the light. And one place it even says, we are the light of the world, a city set on the hill that cannot be hid. And another place He talks about, as long as we abide in Him and our words abide in us, we can ask what we will and it'll be done for us. Okay, so now power over darkness. Power over darkness is, as far as the light is concerned, is total, 100%. When you turn a light on in a room, the darkness has no choice but to leave. It runs behind the furniture. It'll hide underneath the cabinets. But light has total power. And that's the way that we are over the enemy, as long as we abide in the light. But you see, because we have no light of our own, but this light of Christ shines out from within us, shines through our heart. The Lord taught us that from the abundance of a good man's heart comes good things. Likewise, from the abundance of an evil man's heart comes evil things. So this light comes from our heart, and we abide in that light through the activity of our heart, what we love, what we care about. I know this lady that says she don't like babies. I'm not 100% sure if she's an extremely intelligent person, but I know that there is something wrong with someone who don't like babies as far as God is concerned, because Jesus taught us that for such is the kingdom of God. Stubborn refusal to change, having your own selfish ways no matter what, self-opinionated, high-minded, all that stuff is not the light of the world. It's not being a light to the world. But this is not the light that Christ taught us. And it's not the kind of light that will cause darkness to flee from us. Okay? So when we're casting out our words, when we're talking spiritual victory, when we're living in a place with God and expect to gain power over these situations, and we speak and nothing happens, it's late and I'm tired, then we're not in the light as we should be in the light. As a matter of fact, a lot of people say they're in the light, they're not in the light at all. You know, being in the light does not consist of just going to church. It doesn't consist of singing, just singing, even though it may include that, both of those. It doesn't consist of keeping your obligations as far as God is concerned. Being in the light means you love to go and do. I told a scenario about how that you can tell when a kid loves school and when they don't. If a kid loves school, he's there 10 minutes early to the bus stop. He's waiting, and he's excited about the bus, and he's looking for it to come, and he's waiting, and he's books well in hand, and got one out reading it, and tying up the finer points of his lessons, and he's walks into the rooms when he gets to school, and he's real nice to the teacher and all this kind of stuff, versus a child who does not like going to school. Okay, he goes dragging. First of all, his mother has to get him up 10 times every morning, and he's dragging with one shoe on, one shoe off out to the bus stop, and coat not buttoned up, clothes hanging off, left his books at home, and he's dragging out, and the bus is blowing its horn, and he's, I'm coming, I'm coming. I like this, you know. And just keep your shirt on. And cars is lining up half a block long. You know what I'm saying? Got 20 cars behind the bus, blowing a horn, and he's dragging. Okay, he don't want to do this. He does not want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the way the Christian is. The one that don't gain power. The one that's not living in the light. The one who speaks and nothing happens because you got no power as far as the light is concerned. And it takes that light. Luke 10 says, "Behold, I give you power to tread upon scorpions and serpents, and over all the power of the enemy." And that power is the light that we dwell in. You live close to the Lord. You do the things that God requires, not just because He requires, but because you love it. Because you love it. We're that one that is 10 minutes early, getting our lesson ready, make sure we got the apple for the teacher, and making sure we help others, and just be excited about being there. And believe me, my friend, the light will come. What have I done? Okay, I heard the question. What have I done? I have gained tremendous influence to sway the heart of God. And that's all I need. See, that's what I call living in the light. When you sway the heart of God, man, you are living in the light. And it's possible. Christians, get up, get moving, get the ball in the roll. Start doing those things that can cause you to sway God's heart. See, because when you sway His heart, you can move His hand. When you can move His hand, you can accomplish anything. You can accomplish anything. I don't care what it is. You can accomplish anything. There is nothing impossible to those that believe. Amen. And it all begins with prayer. Spending time in prayer with God. Getting serious. Talking to Him. Tears running down your face. Have a serious talk with God. Study His Word. Come close to God. And you'll be that light. You'll be that light that other people will see you, and they will not understand how it is that you can move God's hand. And it's all because you know the secret of the light. God bless. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you again next time. Another great message. Cross in the Middle Ministry. God bless.